Hey there, what's up? Decided to make one for P.Ciel or P.Ciel. Powdered. Anyway, if you are seeing this on YouTube, if you subscribe to me on YouTube, I have a poll. I try to do a poll once a week for which character I should do. So in case you're like, hey, why doesn't he pick the character I want? So subscribe to my YouTube. Anyway, P.Ciel is the character we're looking at today. P.Ciel is a character a lot of people are like, what does she do? And she does a lot. She does a lot of damage. She's also pretty cool. So, first things first, 5A. It goes pretty high, and it's pretty fast for a command normal that goes this high, which is hilarious, honestly, if you think about it. Like, it's mashable, it goes hot, it hits pretty high up, so it hits people air dashing at her. So you can do, which is kind of crazy. 5B, mid. You can block your crouching. It's like combo tool, block string type stuff. 5C. Actually, I should be back here. 5C. This normal is insane. Remember how I said you can't block the other normals in the air? Well, this hits twice, and it goes pretty high in the space that people try to air dash at you. So if you think they're trying to air dash from this space, you do 5C and they have to respect that from there. So you can do... And you see how it hits twice? It's twice there, and it kind of hits on the way back a little bit. So you can do... But you have to be careful because there is a lot of recovery on this move. You can't moon drive if this whips. It's not like two-way moon drive. 2A and 5A are the only buttons. Well, jump A too. Actually, no, not jump A. 2A and 5A are the only buttons you can whip and have moon drive come out. Everything else has to be a special move. So if you do a special move, you can moon drive, cancel your special move, or your 2A or your 5A, but not like this. If this whips, you will be sad. Anyway. That being said, people who are too slow to whip punish you on this, so like you do this, just do it again. Like, you do it twice, they'll try to run at you, they get hit, you get a combo, and you're like, haha, nice. Also, charge 5B, so if you hold the B button, this is an overhead. You have to stand up to block this. Yeah. Alright. 2A. It's low. Imashable. 2B. That's your Princess Suite, Hime Suite, Rich White Girl Suite, White Boy Suite, whatever game the character does this sweep. This is your sweep. Why? Because 2C, this is your half-screen poke that has its follow-up if you press C again. So if you hold down and press C again, she does that. 1, 2. However, if you don't cancel that, if you don't cancel the second part of 2CC fast enough, so this is 2CC, if we don't cancel that fast enough, you won't be able to rebeat. So you see how I do 2A rebeat? But if I do and wait long enough, she puts this whip chain thing on the ground and she has to go through that whole animation. So you actually have to be really careful about missing the cancel on that. Then she has 3B. This actually puts her off the ground pretty quickly. It baits throws really nicely, so if you dash up to someone and you do this, if they try to take the throw, they get hit. So you run up, and you get an air combo. She also has another addition to her 5C. So if you hold back when you do 5C back, you actually get that special normal. You don't get that normal any other way. You have to do 5C, hold back, and you'll get that gunshot. So you do 5C, 4C. Whereas if you do 5C by itself, you get the auto combo, which is where she rushes at you with her pow bunker. And then that launcher there. This launcher part at the end for her auto combo is actually not safe versus a lot of characters who have EXs or fast horizontal moves, so you have to be careful about those characters. But normally you can kind of just do that and special cancel it. Special moves. I will go over everything that's not the 236 series first. So, 623 A, B, and C. 623 A, DP, she goes in the air. 623 A, look at it. However, you can actually hold up when you do this, and when she recovers, she gets a jump. So keep in mind, this is not a real DP because it doesn't say invulnerability. She just gets to act like, you know, oh, are you above me? Cool, snipe. And she can combo from that. However, that's the one that has invincibility. This one is not jump cancelable. So A can be jump canceled on block, however B cannot be jump canceled on block. But B does have the invincibility that you want because it's DP. Same thing with 623C. She gets all the way up there. You can do these in the air too. So the A version can be jump cancelled. The B version in the air does not have invincibility. It just does a little bit more damage, goes a little bit higher, but you can jump cancel the B version in the air. You see how it doesn't say invincibility? Whereas this does. And then the EX doesn't have invincibility either. It just gives you the ability to combo after in the air. So if I turn off guard state, what happens is... Oh, I didn't have meter. The EX version brings it down to the ground like that. Kind of like how the grounded EX version would do the same thing. Bonk. Like that. See? Okay, 214. So, lightning. 214A, right in front of her. 214B, all the way. It doesn't track where you are. It actually goes a set distance no matter what. And then 214C should try to track you past a certain distance. No, I think it also has the same thing. 214C goes a certain distance. You can also do these in the air. 214A, 214B, 214C. However, you can charge all of these but the EX version. So 214A, you can hold. And you see how it travels across the screen a little bit? So you can use that for people who don't immediately get into your space, to that dead zone in between you and the lightning. 214B kind of tracks where they are a little bit. You see how it tries to get to its maximum point before it can't track you anymore? So if you're here, it'll actually go a little bit further in front of them, so you have to be careful. So you have to be careful about that dead zone. Somewhere close, if you're too close to them. However, if we're at this spacing, it should hold in front of you long enough to like snipe them. And then do those in the air. Charge version. Actually, you can't do the charge. You can do 214A charge in the air. Oh, you have to be careful about doing these in the air too, by the way, the 214 series. You can do it in the air, but you can't use your jump or air dash after, unless you moondrive. So, if you ever whip this in the air and you know that didn't hit them, you should probably moondrive. Just to say safe. Probably. Depending on if they've punished you for it before. Now, for 236 series. So, actually no, I won't go into that yet. For jump series, I always forget this. Jump A. It's at a 45-degree angle upwards. It does have a lot of recovery for whiffs, so you need to be careful. It's not like a lot of other characters jump A where you can like do it once or twice, like 2 or 3 times in the air, just jumping around, because she doesn't get the jump if it whiffs. Jump B. It's this like nice jumping normal that you use to get confirms. It does knock them down in that weird way, but if you follow certain combo guides, you'll learn how to use it. Then you have jump 3B. So you jump, you hold down forward and B, and you see how she like flips forward? That's jump 3B. And then you see jump B, she stays in front. Jump 3B actually does less damage, but it does change her angle very slightly. So you can use it to like travel across part of the screen if you think you want to chase somebody. Still an overhead too, by the way. Oops. See? You have to block that high. Same thing with normal jump B. Now, the move you probably all want me to talk about. Charge Jump C. This move, well, Jump C normally controls this portion of the screen. Oh, you did it again. Oh, nice. If you think this move is huge, that's because it is. It actually controls this portion of the screen. It's really obnoxious. So most people are usually thinking like, yeah, try not to be here, try to like be far away. However, she gets the privilege of being able to charge this jump normal. And as you can see, it hits multiple times. So when you super jump and charge with it, it actually covers the ascending part and the descending part. Ascending, descending. Ascending, descending. So it's sometimes weird to try to escape her, because if she super jumps at you and you try to retreat too far, you'll instantly be pushed to the corner and have to block her pressure again. So you have to be careful about that. this does still clash, and it still requires you to have the same reactions during clash to like a back in the air, or if you do 3C to try to clash with it, you actually, if it clashes with 3C, you have to, if your 3C clashes with charge jump C, you need to do like a special move, EX move, moon drive if you can, or just reshield. I forgot about another normal. This. Charge 2C. Charge 2C hits once, is unblockable, and is a low. So, you cannot high shield it. You have to low shield this move. Another way you can deal with it is try to get out of the way, but usually you use this for people who like to block a lot, because if they're holding down back, and they don't shield, this hits them. So this is something that's very strong. Now, I will get into her 236 series. So, the 236 series starts from this A version, so 236A. She shoots her other gun that she materializes out of nowhere. So 236A, that's what happens. Now, what happens if you press A again? She does that gun tatsu. Or that gun hurricane kick. Like she's in Equilibrium. I know I said Equilibrium and not Matrix. Give me a break. So, if you press the A button again after the second part, you get that part where she like shoots the gun back and jumps back. I think you can jump cancel that. You mash it fast enough. I think on hit you can jump cancel, but as you can generally see, she actually pushes herself pretty far away to avoid being punished. Now you can do 236A and press back an A, so you can get the explosion right away. So you can do whee to like disengage right away. Like if this whiffs, you can kind of do that to get away from them. So if this whiffs and you think they're gonna run at you, you do that, and the explosion hits them and sends them back. Now, if you press 236A and then you press B, you get that. You get that like small rekka string she does. Like that. So you do 236A, you press B. Now, if you do 236A, press B again, you get that follow-up. Or you press any button after B. So you can do 236A, 236B, 236A. 236A, B, C. It doesn't matter which button you press after the B part. So 236A, B, and then any button after gives you that follow-up. So it's like a good, like, rekka series, kind of. Like, that will be your combo tool when you mess around with her in her combo trials, most likely. Or you look on YouTube and you find P.Ciel combos, something like that. I feel like I'm forgetting... Trying to remember not to forget. Okay, and then you can do 236A and then press C. And as you see, when you do 236A, press C, she jumps back and dashes forward. That dash forward has armor. By armor, you should know that from other characters' special moves that say armor on them, if you hit them with 2A, she'll just tank it and run through past a certain point until she meets contacts with you and hits you. So on block, this is what this looks like. Like you jump back and she's actually plus on that. So it puts you in a situation where, hey, I keep my turn, they're near the corner, and I can do stuff like this, like 5C, 4C. Well, it should be this. And then decide to do it again, you bully them to the corner. And you get them to like slowly get pushed to the corner because they're scared of the armor. Now, for 236B, as you can see, she just kind of like swings her imaginary sword whip thing. I can't say imaginary because I didn't play a visual novel, but you get the idea. That's the first part of her rekka. 236B, she like slaps you. Now if you press B again, press B again, you get the second part. So you get like a rekka series. And if you press B a third time, you get the last part of her rekka, which also has armor for some reason. See, it says armor. Now, if you want to do 236B, 236A, 236B, and then you press A after, what you get is the gun toss. which has the same follow-up as the other version from her just shooting her gun. So 236A is this part, you know, she just shoots the gun, and if you mash A, you get the gun tatsu to the bounce back. 236B, if you press A, you get the last two parts from A from the other series. I know this seems like it's poor structure because there's a lot coming out of it, but once you understand how the chain works, you'll get a lot more of the character. But for now, you know, you take it slow, you try to remember each separate piece as you can. Don't be overwhelmed right away, because I too sometimes forget how this goes because there is a lot out of these. And then again, if you do 236B and you press C immediately, she'll jump back and dash forward with armor like before. However, if you do 236B, B, C, she will do the last part of the rekka no matter what. Once you get to here, the second part, it doesn't matter what button you press. However, it is important to note that if this gets blocked, that's not safe at certain ranges. So, that's not safe there, but some characters normals might not reach. But you can make it safe by doing this. And you press forward, forward, and C when you do that. So if you do, you double tap forward and you press C at the same time, you'll get that move that's plus on block, sends them to the corner, and oops, and has armor because, you know, she's powered dude, and has armor because she needs armor. But you get what I'm trying to say. Anytime in these sequences, you can anytime in those sequences at the end, you can double tap forward and press C, and if you want to spend a meter, you'll get that sequence where she like rushes at you with armor and pushes them back. So again, it takes a little bit getting used to for the timing, but when you get it down, you should be able to do this pretty frequently. You see how far it pushes them into the corner? And that's where you can start your really scary offense of doing 2C at max range, or charge 2C, or if they want to jump after, you can hit them with 5C, or you hit them with 3C, or you hit them with DP, and then into a confirm. I have a feeling I'm missing... Oh yeah, so when you do 236B hold, that turns into an overhead. They have to stand up to block this part. However, it's still not safe on block, so you would have to do 66C in order to make that safe. So you do, oh, they blocked it? Cool, I'll use 66C, or I will Moondrive. One of those two. I believe, and then you have your moon skills. 6BC is your gun tatsu. There's no follow-up, you can just do 6BC, it's just fast. And it looks cool. Then you have 3BC, down forward BC, which is your moon skill DP. Again, has no invulnerability, it's just fast, can jump cancel on whiff. Then you have 4BC, moon skill lightning, so if someone tries to run up and like hit you with a far reaching normal, and you activate Moondrive, this will clash and you can hit them and you get a confirm. You can also do this in the air. Same thing with 3BC in the air. 3BC in the air can be jump cancelled as well. So if you're in the air and you're trying to catch somebody, you can do that. Then you have your arc drive, which doesn't have good range. However, it still keeps going even though the first part whiffs. If you notice, she actually shoots like small bullets at the beginning, but then that second part is a huge explosion. It's actually massive. See? Like that last part hits, but there is a distance. So if people are not aware, they can actually get caught by the last part of this. Let's see if I can get the spacing down. Nope, I didn't get that time. Yeah, and it will go into the sequence no matter what, as long as you get that last explosion. See? So, as far as oh, and the last thing about her throw is this is her grounded throw. However, I messed that up. That's her air throw. So now technically they cannot, you know, if you hold the button to tech, you know, you can hold the button to tech. You can't do that off of that air throw. That air throw acts like a lot of other characters' special sequence. Oops, it won't let me force through the tech. Yeah, like right there. So when you do that air throw, they actually get stuck there. You could also moon drive to get a confirm off of that, I believe. See? She's the only character in the game who can do this, as far as I know. That's right now. I haven't tested everything else, but she's the only character. When you do her air throw, you activate moon drive, you can actually follow up with other stuff, even though it's scaled pretty heavily. You could use it as a way to secure a round if you know that you do super jump air throw to somebody. Guard, jumping. You can get a confirm. But, you know, you have to practice that later. I believe I've gone through almost everything through this character, because I know there's one or two things I'm forgetting, but those might be too obscure for right now, when all I want you to do is just be like, oh, this is what the character looks like, and this is what she does. For combos, you can look on YouTube and you'll find them somewhere, or in a Discord. Because I'm not that combo person. However, if you want more information about P.Ciel, there is the wiki, the Mizumi wiki. I'll try to remember to put that into the description. But yeah, for P.Ciel, that's all I have for you today. And if there's anything additional I need for her, I'll put it in the description or I'll pin a comment. So, thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all later. Take it easy.